Hi, Ingrid Kaminski from Blum Realty, here to help you today to go through your property management arrangements to show you how you can save money while making money at the same time. So let's get into it, shall we? Please have a look and grab your residential property management agreement. I did send out an email and some advertisements just to prepare you guys for this, so hopefully you've got it in front of you. If not, quickly run off and grab it. And also, hopefully you got 10 minutes or so up your sleeve right now to go through it. So what percentage are you currently paying, do you think, for your property management services? Maybe, some people are 5%, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm going to go with a rate of about 7.7% today. So if you think you're paying 7.7%, grab your agreement. This particular agreement is just like a standard RESA residential property agreement. If you scroll down and have a look at where it says management fee, I'm not sure if you can see that. Management fee. In there should be a percentage or a flat rate. And then I guess that's the rate that everyone refers to. However, if there are no other boxes filled, that's fantastic, great. Have a look at the back, any annexures, any additions. You're on an all-inclusive rate, and that's fantastic. So if this rate is between 5 and 10%, please email me or message me the details of that particular company or person, because I'm always interested to meet new property people who are on the same wavelength with transparent fees and things like that. Anyway, moving on. If you're like the majority of people, you'll see these boxes filled in as well. So let's have a quick look. Don't be scared by this. I'll quickly go through this. I just pre-filled it so that it was a bit neater. I hope you can see a little bit of it. Anyway, so if you currently think you were quoted 7.7% including GST, which is great. Now, I'm using an example, $350 per week in rent. Now, also have a look where it says gross collectibles or rent. So 7.7% on gross collectibles, or is it just the rent? That's another way. So that's like any money that the property management gets in, they charge you on that as well. So percentage of rent, 7.7%, times by $350 a week, times by 52 weeks in a year, you come up to $1,401. So that's the annual figure that you think you're paying. So that is that one, think you pay. Right, now, the majority though have these little other fees that you think, oh look, it's not much, it's only a little bit here and there. But when you actually add them up and over this, in the scheme of things, you'll see you're paying, a lot of people might be paying, I've got to be careful what I say, a lot of people might actually be paying closer to 19-20%. So, quarterly inspections, $25 times 4, $100. So you're up to $1,501. So this is already taking you up to 8.2%. Payment of disbursements for water, council rates, all those sorts of things. Now this is a very, these figures are actually very conservative that I've written down. So I've taken them from an average across a number of websites and sources with regards to property management fees and the services and things like that. So $2.50 times, say, 8 bills, very conservative, $20. So that takes you $1,521. You're up to 8.35%. So paying the landlord monthly. So I actually put in $30 here in my original working out. So that's, I guess, your monthly statement, and then also to disperse the money to you, the landlord. Moving on. So we've got renewing an existing tenant lease. So basically this is the property manager filling in one form, sending it out to the tenant and getting it back. So for that, they're charging you 1.1 weeks rent on average, which comes to $385. So now you're up to $1,936. So at $1,936, you're up to 10.63%. So we're already over the 10% mark. Let's keep on going, shall we? Water reimbursement from the tenant, charge a percentage on that, say $34. Then you've got end of year financial statements. This is just a case of them running a report and clicking print. $100 for that. Now, where are we up to? We're up to 11.37%. Where are we? Lost it here. 11.3. 2%. Okay. Admin fees, $8.80 times by 12 months. These are the fees that they'd have anyway, like postage and things like that. So where are we now? This is really like quite interesting when you break it all down. So then, for instance, then if there's an insurance claim process that they need to go through for you, they'll charge, some places charge $100 or in excess of $100 per claim to get all the paperwork and details together. SACAT preparation, travel and attendance, $55 per hour. Look, times by 3. I'm just using this as an example of a lot of overworked property managers with massive portfolios of 100 plus properties who don't have the time to actually speak and communicate with tenants effectively or negotiate effectively either. So these are just some, some examples. But then we come into the more, I guess, regular stuff. We have new tenant lease, general letting fee, 2.2 weeks rent is often the standard. That's an extra $770. We're now up to 17.64%. 17.64. Then marketing, advertising, add another 200 onto that. Thorough ingoing, outgoing inspection reports, another 100. This takes you now up to 19.29%. So that's 19.29% is what you're really paying, rather than that 7.7. So this is just an example of where you can save money. So now what you do is, if this is the scenario that you're finding yourself in, go to your property management company and the head property manager there, or the office manager there, and negotiate a better rate. If you've got multiple properties, you should get a multiple property discount. If you've been a loyal customer for many years, use all the bargaining power that you have. If they come back and say, no, sorry, no go, choose a different property management company. It's that easy. You just find another one, go to another company, and sign a form, and then they will go, like giving them instructions, they will go to the old property management company, get all your records and details, and take over from there. But before you do that, make sure you do your research and actually read what's in the agreement before signing. So I'll just grab a quick glass of water. So that's saving money. Now let's have a look at making money. Okay, so the importance a lot of the time when we purchase an investment property is on the purchase. And then we kind of forget about it. We go, oh, look, we'll just fob it off to a property management company. They'll look after it. It'll be fine. Well, the thing is with that is a good property manager will get you the best return through rent and maximise the rent that you'll be able to get, while also maximising the capital growth through maintenance and looking after the property, making you aware, being proactive rather than reactive to things that happen. So an example, they see a crack in the roof or the gutter's half falling off or whatever, and they don't mention it to you. Big rain comes through, whole ceiling needs to be replaced because they didn't inform you of what they'd noticed before. So these are just the sorts of things that you need to be aware of. So another thing, does your property manager know and understand property investment? Do they know what the terms like capital growth, yield, negative gearing, positive gearing, do they know what these terms mean and the impact that their decisions have on your overall property investment? The importance of maintenance, as mentioned. Communicate. Are they good communicators? Do they communicate with the tenant before things get out of hand, before it has to go to SACAT, and before you're paying this $55 an hour for them to get all the papers together and go and represent you? Do they collect rent arrears quickly? Do they follow up on them really quickly? Because any money that's not sitting in your bank account, like the rental income that's not sitting in your bank account, is another day that you're either not earning interest on that money, or if it's in an offset account, it's not offsetting the interest that you actually pay on your mortgage or on your property investment loans. So mortgages and investment loans, it's completely different again, but that's in the property investment session, so I'll do that another time. Does your property manager answer and return your calls like really quickly, or within 24-hour turnaround? Email, do they email you back? Do they get back to you? And if they can't get back to you straight away, do they at least let you know and inform you, oh look, I'm following it up, I'll get back to you? Also, high turnaround. If you had 3 property managers in the last year, that's another sort of warning sign there too. do they have a good knowledge, a working knowledge as well, of the Residential Tenancies Act? This is a great way to cover your butts, really. If anything goes wrong, or you need to negotiate anything with the tenant or with outside parties, you can relate back and refer back to the Residential Tenancies Act, and everything's above board then. So the problem with property management is it is like the sales agency's poor cousin. So I don't understand how we can expect someone with very little or no property investment experience that has like 100+ portfolio of properties, who's on about 45 grand a year with virtually no education or background in property investment, and how we can just throw our properties at these people without actually, and relying on these people. They're our go-to people to keep our investments growing in like capital growth, and also getting that higher return. The better a property is maintained, the more attractive it is to tenants. Does your property manager give you advice like, oh look, if you put a dishwasher in, it might cost you a couple $100 now, but you'll be able to get $10 to $15 or even $20 a week more rent. Things like this. This is, the proactive side of things. So to make more money, look, you could be best friends with your property manager. You might go, oh, but I love them, they're so nice and everything. You can still go and have a coffee with them. Your property manager needs to be your business partner. So go out, find a better property management agency if you're not happy with the service that you're getting from this one. Or alternatively, if you want to stick with the same company because loyalty means a lot to you, go to this company, ask them for all of the background, the skills, the education, the knowledge of the people that they've got in the office, and request a different property manager that will look after and help you grow your asset base there. So to recap, to save cash, renegotiate your rate with your current property management agency. If you've had enough or it's a no-go, find a different property management place. To make money, ask your property management qualifications and all those sorts of things, and then choose a different property manager. If that's a no-go, or again, you've had enough with your current company, then find another one. All you need to do is go and approach another agency. They'll do all the paperwork, they'll take it all over, and you'll just go from there. So the comparison that I've got here, I will put on the website. I've got a copy similar to this. I'll put that up on my website. There should be a link now on the screen here. If not, I didn't get time to add it in, so I'll just put it in the comments below or above here. And also, if you like what you see and you'd like to find out more about Blum Realty, or you'd like Blum Realty to take over your property management, please feel free to contact me on 0403 473 601. Send me a message, or there's another link as well to fill in the transfer form, and I can take care of it from there, and I can be in contact with you just to discuss some logistics and what your goals are. My background, I've got a master's in business property. I've invested in property in the Adelaide area and in South Australia, and also I deal with property investment advice, buyer's agency, and also a little bit of sales, and I just like helping people out. So whether you decide to come with me or not, I don't mind, as long as I'm helping people out there. But it would be nice to have some more people on board. But I do have a cap of property management properties that I will take on. So I want to be able to still service the clients as best as I can and as they deserve, and as I think give the properties the attention that I think they need to help maximise your property investment asset growth and, as I said, income. So I think that's it from me from now. Coming up in the next month or two, I'll be doing another video on property investment and why you should get property investment advice, perhaps, and also the benefits of using a buyer's advocate. But that's bye from me from now. I'm losing my voice, and hope to hear from you soon. Oh, and for an hour now after this video, in the chat, I'll be on there live. So if you've got any questions right now, please feel free to chat away and discuss amongst yourselves and me, and I'll be there to answer any questions you've got. So bye from me from now. See ya.